I'm Jason Johnson, and guess what? This is part 2 of my Nintendo rant. Also, let me start off to begin with. I asked for 75 views last week, people, not 11. So, this one, you're really gonna feel the heat. This one, you're getting the heat today. Alright, let's begin. So, like I said, what I did from the beginning, you know what I hate? Nintendo. Here is why. Begin with, practically, Link. Let's start with Link from Legend of Zelda. Why? This dude pretty much has girls from himself in Ocarina of Time and hasn't done shit about it. Also, he's a goddamn slave owner. He practically follows up another species the way he sees fit. He wears the soul. He kills some species and wears the dead skin of them in Majora's Mask. That is gross in a way, sort of. And look, I get it. It's a quest, but then I get it. You're excited about every freaking chest. But seriously, why not focus on, I don't know, say the other chest? I mean, think about it. Seriously. Link, seriously. He practically exterminates an entire species just to get a bigger freaking wallet. Pretty much, the dude wears a tunic. Really, whatever, but it's a bad fashion statement. I'm just saying, no offense, it's not the 14th century anymore. Seriously. I'm not a fashion expert, okay? I'm just saying, it's a shitty ass thing there. With all due respect. Anyway, pretty much, also, the dude's a freaking thief. For real, he's a thief. And pretty much, this guy's a so shaded crap with a fucking train and a fucking boat or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever, that is just, leave it at that from there. That's pretty much all I got about Link there. Let's go on. Let's go in to Star Fox. Pretty much, most notably, Star Fox 64. The reason why? Simple. Because pretty much, seriously, the game's about space, but I have to go underwater, which is something called Aquarius was just bad. Pretty much, Fox's parents named him. Why did they name him after his own species? It's like someone called me Human. Human Johnson. Like, that makes no sense. Anyway, seriously, that oral drop thing kinda doesn't make any sense. And look, I get it. There's a story into this game, and look. Here's an idea. You animals need to shut the fuck up. That's the right thing you should do. Just shut up and let me just play the fucking game. For God's fucking sakes. Slippy is the most annoying thing in that game. For real. Because basically, you pretty much constantly have to save his ass. And pretty much at this point, I'm just thinking like, maybe Slippy is not really that. Maybe you don't need Slippy. Because think about it. Peppy is old, but he's actually useful. Falco is a kind of a dick at times, but he actually can fly. Slippy, I don't know why the fuck he's even here. He is pretty much too green or whatever it is. He should not, and I repeat, should not be in any form or fashion a part of the game. Seriously, should be. I think if you beat the game like on the hardest level, hey, and speaking of which, Nintendo, when are we gonna have a new Star Fox? Because I want to know what time frame it is, and if there is a time frame, here's an idea: don't force us to say Slippy's ass every freaking time. Also, pretty much there's an entire level dedicated to saving Slippy's ass, pretty much, which is stupid. Pretty much doing a barrel roll isn't even a barrel roll. It's actually an arrow. Look, it's an alien roll, you stupid beady ass fucking bunny. Just shut up, okay? Just shut up. It's annoying. Okay. Now, the Metroid series. Metroid series. Instead of starting with a full life bar, you end up with 30 energy. Which is, I'm questioning is, what the fuck, Nintendo? What are you doing there? Seriously, the password's long as shit. There's a bunch of underlying reasons Metroid isn't the first Metroid isn't good. Pretty much, but the thing is, pretty much, you pretty much fucked up Samus. You practically fucked her up big time because basically she's a female heroine who practically doesn't give a shit about what you think of her and is gonna do whatever the fuck she wants. Now, but in Metroid Other M, which is the last game you made from her, you practically made her become a sissy, for real, like the typical gender role of a girl, gender stereotype of a girl. Pretty much forcing her to take orders from pretty much some fucking dude, and pretty much she has to be authorized to use missiles and the bombs and more fall and whatnot. Basically, the reason is to save pretty much the soldiers around her, which is dumb as fuck, because seriously. Also, Nintendo, when the fuck are you making another Metroid? Because seriously, we need to make it back, bring it back to the way things were. Because if you basically, you fucked it up big time. Because basically, and I know it's not entirely your fault, it's also Ninja Fairy's fault for who also was developing the game. But seriously, it's your character. You practically let it become ruined. I say ruined, and pretty much is bad as shit. Seriously, it's just bad as shit. Now then, moving on from there, pretty much the theme about Luigi, Mario's little brother, Luigi. Pretty much, Nintendo made a whole year of him, and it sucked. He's a scared little pussy boy. Pretty much, now he's just some bumbling idiot, like I just did for like 5 seconds ago. Apologize. First trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here. Apologize. Anyway, moving on. Mr. L, worst alter ego ever. The negative zone in Smash is a piece of shit. It's not really that strong enough to take a person out. Basically, pretty much, you have his freaking... Seriously, he developed the worst bad guy in history, while Luigi, pretty much, I'm saying this right now, he is not, and I repeat, is not Mario. Another thing is, pretty much, all I could say a lot more things about that's bad about it, but I think the one big thing is that Nintendo, you are practically responsible for, is that your lack of third-party support in all your games, and pretty much in the engines that these developers use now. You pretty much ostracize pretty much some of the biggest developers in the not in gaming, pretty much startup companies. Because you had pretty much a bunch of third-party games like Final Fantasy, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Pretty much you work with Mega Man and stuff. At Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, all this crap. Contra, over years, pretty much third-party consoles, third-party games, which you pretty much pretty much made great. And now, the only thing you partner with is pretty much Sega and Sonic, which pretty much is pretty much a thing I'm asking is, you gotta have to ask Sega, if you are partnering with Sega, you're gonna have to tell them they need to kill fucking Sonic right the fuck now, or else if there's another game, because we get one more game, and it sucks shit one more fucking time, I swear to God, I am seriously, if you're not gonna kill him, we're gonna kill him for you. Because seriously, Nintendo, you had these third-party games in the 80s and 90s, and now you just focus so much on first-party games and not have a type of technology limitations on your shit, where now, if those first-party console games came onto your Wii or Wii U, pretty much becomes dick, because the fact is, you're now, and back then, you pretty much shaped the industry pretty much when you came out. You helped bring back gaming the way it should, where it is now, and now you make dick, because the fact is, you're now no more, Nintendo, than a company that spent pretty much invested so much into making the games instead of focusing so much on making the crap consoles with a not very good gaming lineup, instead of making a game, instead of having a console which later on had games perfect for this console. Especially some of the things you could have done pretty much with the Wii, where it could have worked perfectly. Seriously, for some shooter games, simple. If you're going to make a rail shooter, use your Wii mode pretty much like so, like a light gun, and what you did with Blake's Hospital Train. That's something you could have done, not just with Call of Duty. In a lot of ways, Call of Duty would have been one of them, and I think it would have worked perfectly. Some cases, maybe Gears of War, but that's a Microsoft exclusive, and that's not really going to happen. And also Dead Space, you had Left 4 Dead, and all that stuff. But seriously, there was a lot of things you could have done with a Wii, and especially some things you can do with a Wii U, you could have done. Also, the marketing campaign for the Wii U in the beginning, a lot of us thought it was another crappy peripheral, which you've been forcing down our throats, especially the Wii Sports peripherals and shit, which is the dumbest thing ever. Seriously, why the fuck would you make that shit? Why? That is dumb. Next, and pretty much, so instead of calling it the Wii U, you should have called it the Wii 2 or the Super Wii, so that way it would make sense to everybody. And I mean everybody. That gamepad is a freaking afterthought, and you know it. Motion controls is an afterthought, is a gimmick that ran, which was cool for about 3 months, and now it's just now an afterthought, and no one cares at all about it anymore. And if you're gonna make something with the NX, I just hope it's just, if you're going to add some motion controls, then fair enough, fine. But don't make anything this stupid, insane. Please, if you're going to make something, it's fine. Seriously. And besides, all I'm asking is, Nintendo, you were great for the 80s and 90s, and in some cases, some of the early 2000s. But now we're just asking is this. If you really want to compete with these other companies and probably get back to the rise of being the biggest console in the world, which you were back in the 80s and 90s, then I suggest you have to accept, if the NX is coming, you're going to have ideas for NX, one thing you're going to have to do is, you're going to have to update your online play, because some cases your online is shitty as fuck, and you need to fix that thing immediately. Second, you're going to have to get some third-party games, which is pretty much something you're really gonna have to do, and you're gonna have to work with that in a lot before we actually. You're gonna have to make a common thing, try to work with these developers on the engines where this game can run, and pretty much so that way also we can get the graphics and shit together. The other thing I'm also asking is, why the shit do you not have Minecraft on the Wii U? Are you serious? So you're telling me you can have like some shitty Minecraft knockoff, but not the real fucking deal? That's the dumbest thing ever. And I can say a lot more things, and maybe just the tip. But let me just move on with one more thing. And it's pretty much your character, Kirby. Pretty much, one, what the fuck is he? Two, this dude how is he not fat as fuck? Because seriously, this dude probably eats more than me, he should be not just big as me, but a lot fucking bigger. For real. I mean, seriously, for real. King Dedede is actually trying to save the world, but somehow, Kirby, you keep fucking it up for no goddamn reason. He has a sleep power-up. Pretty much every time someone sings, people fucking die from his singing. Seriously, people fucking die when they hear him sing. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you serious, man? I mean, God. It's just... God. By the way, now, this thing, if you're a fan of Death Battle by Screw Attack, here's the thing, stop complaining about him killing Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z on that thing. It's just, I don't know how they do their research. All I know is, Majin Buu's died, Kirby won, just shut up about it. Just shut up, man. God. Also, Meta Knight is way cooler than Kirby. Also, when are we gonna get a game from him? Please give him a game for him, like, at least for Meta Knight. Stop putting him in just Smash and shit, just give him his own game, because honestly, that's coming there. Also, that Super Mega Sword or whatever, where did that come from? Like, where did it come from? Like, seriously, does Kirby have, seriously, Kirby doesn't even have, like, pockets. He doesn't even look like he has any, like a sheep around on him or anything. How the fuck does he do that? Like, it makes no sense, man. God. Just makes no sense. It just makes no sense, Nintendo. Now there's a vacuum company called Kirby, and it's been there longer than the character itself. Look, I don't care. That's dumb. You're arguing over a freaking vacuum cleaner and a video game character. It's dumb, okay? Just shut up about that. Also, stop with this freaking... I get it. He sucks. Ha ha ha. All the sucker jokes. We get it. Just shut up about it. Just shut up. I say, shut up and grow up. Okay? Grow up, people. Also, Pia. Here's the thing I think here's the thing about Pia. Pia needs to shut up about thinking about that Tanuki Suits is actually something about freaking whatever about Tanukis or whatever this rat creature. I don't even care about the rat creature. I don't even think that even has to do with this thing. All I know is it's a suit, not a transformation, what you want to call it, fuck you, PETA. Just fuck you. Also, what you think that Pokemon is an animal, is symbolized like dog fights and cock fights and all that bullshit. Look, no one cares. We don't care. Even the kids don't care. We just want to see our pocket monsters beat the living shit out of every fucking buddy. Especially Mewtwo killing Mewtwo. Another Mewtwo. Okay? Okay, just shut up, Nintendo. You are just an irrelevant thing that makes no sense at all. Okay? Especially your research. I don't know where the fuck you even get your research from. Because also, how the fuck does autism linked with cow's milk? By the way, that is something I will talk about actually later on another day. But for right now, moving on. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Okay. So, I asked for practically 75 views last week. Instead, I wasn't even close to that. So, we're gonna do this. Do all of this again. 75 views. Otherwise, I will force Mario and Luigi. I will do these following things. I will force Mario and Luigi to. I will force Luigi to take a dump in Mario's mouth. That's right. 2 dudes, 1 cup. Second, I will punch Princess Zelda, straight in the water temple. That's right. And what I mean by water temple, I mean the vagina, meaning no kids, no more Zelda games. Your fault, people. Your fault. And and just to prove that how much, and just to show how much we don't want to deal with frickin' Slippy Toad anymore in any Star Fox game you make. Pretty much just a reference. There should be a level, like if you beat the game the first time, there should be a level where pretty much you can there's a cutscene where you can say, Slippy, go fuck yourself because you are a piece of shit. Go back to basic training. Seriously, sit the fuck down. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of that goddamn spaceship and go back to boot camp. You piece of shit. That piece of shit. By the way, Samus, basically, right now, sorry, Samus, I guess, let me tell you right now, I hope you're prepared to have your name Seamus Aaron instead, now. Seamus Aaron, now. And finally, and this is a big one, about those amiibos. And I swear to God, I will find one. I will look for one. I will find one, and I will make it, and I will take him on a French, and I will go to the 18th century France treatment. What I mean by that, its head's getting cut off. Mean that thing is going to fucking die. That piece of shit is going to die, and it's the dumbest thing ever, and I'm hoping it ends. Seriously, that's going to end so quickly. And seriously, it'll be your fucking fault because you did not watch this video. And all the other things I just said. Now, seriously, like I said before last week, 75 likes. No, sorry, 75 views. Otherwise, I will do all the things I said to begin with, and I am not joking. Also, not only just watch this video, and maybe you like it if you want, you like it. Actually, share this thing. Subscribe. Actually, subscribe to this channel so you can get the new content every week, every Tuesday, and maybe every Thursday with a new show. I'm releasing on next Thursday, which I will give the details to later on. Give those details to you on Thursday. Pretty much, all I'm asking is Nintendo. All I'm saying is pretty much to all those people, you want to do this, and I know you want to keep up with these videos, and I know you want to. So just go ahead, subscribe to this thing, and go ahead, subscribe. Like this video, share it, subscribe it. Do them. Don't be lazy, people. Seriously, the like button's right there. The subscribe button's right there. Pretty much, share button you can pretty much do. Come on, I know you got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr, whatever you got. Seriously, you know you want to do this. You know you want to do it. It's all right there. It's all there, and it's just there right for the opportunity right now. And pretty much, so, that's all I'm saying right now. Also, follow me on Twitter, people. I know you want to. I know you got that Twitter. Follow me. And let me say this again for you, just to clarify. Dark Savior 1996. And I also know you probably have a Snapchat, so follow me, add me on Snapchat, people. Add me on Snapchat. JMoneyLemon96. I am your fucking leader, and you know it. 75 views, do it. Seriously, yeah, you say you were going to do it last week? Well, last week passed. It's this week. It's today. It's right now. Go ahead. What are you fucking waiting for, people? What are you waiting for? Seriously. Do it. Just do it. So what are you really waiting for? So do it. 75 views, people. Just do it. Also, watch from last week's video, so that way you can, seriously, so we can get the 75 views there also. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it!